over for the Kolkata Knight Riders fans. 20 days of wait, 20, it took 20 days. I can't really remember the last time KKR took these many matches to open their account, but nonetheless, KKR finally off the mark. And I think Mohor must be delighted to be proven wrong, because Mohor and even Devashish, he also said that RR are favorites, and like a lot of even if you talk to fans, the people whom they talked to before the start of the match, they were all obviously they wanted KKR to win, but at the same time their cricketing sense was telling them that RR are still our favorites, and they were. If you will if you look at the way the match started, from 81 for none to being bowled out for under 160, incredible comeback by the KKR bowlers. You name a Karthik Tyagi, he keeps on improving. And before the start of the season, I said this in the Hindi show that if there is one bowler to watch out for who should get continuous opportunities, it is Karthik Tyagi, and he's proving his worth. Whether it's with the new ball, whether it's in the middle overs, death overs, he's doing it all, and it's a bright prospect. The best part is now he's delivering the returns. Now he's delivering the goods. Then Varun Chakravarti, we were talking about the last match performance. That last match he took 2 wickets, giving 33, 32 odd runs, and that will give him some sort of confidence heading into this match. And look at the way he bowled. Sunil Narayan again continuing his good run of form. So from 80 for 1 to being bowled out to under 160, I think it was marvelous comeback by KKR bowlers. Nothing short of a marvel, because if you look at the way RR has been batting, yes, you will say it has been a top heavy dependent team, especially on the openers. But again, Riyan Parag unable to score runs. His lean patch continues. Shimran Hetmeyer, questions are over him. He was not there for the last game. He was brought back again, and then Donovan Ferreira, Ravindra Jadeja. Overall, a very disappointing batting performance from the Rajasthan Royals, and you can sense it right in the midway that the momentum is towards KKR, but then they lost the top order very quickly. Top three batters. They were back in the dugout before the power play ended, and I think fourth wicket also fell down around 50 runs. So KKR also didn't get off to a good start, but then the last partnership between Rinku Singh, vice captain Rinku Singh, and Anukul Roy proving his worth as an all-rounder in the team. I think nobody expected the match to come this close and KKR to win, KKR to emerge victorious after Ramandeep's wicket fell down. I don't think anybody saw this coming, but hats off to KKR, courtesy of incredible partnership between Rinku Singh and Anukul Roy. So, more quick thoughts first on the win. I can see that you are, definitely pleased with the team's result. Finally, team is off the mark. You are mute. You are on mute. I think there is a. Am I audible more? I think she is having an. I think she's having an internet
Am I
problem.
audible?
Yeah. Now you are. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it was amazing to see a chase from KKR. This amazing chase after a long time. The way the top order started off, nobody had hopes. I mean, obviously, because we knew that Rinku Singh was currently out of form, and we have been talking so much about the fact that they don't have form. What are we supposed to do? The openers are not able to fire. The middle order was not able to do anything. But then after some on ground, I could see that during the second strategic timeout, Shane Watson and Abhishek Nair walked into the ground and they spoke to Rinku Singh for a while. After which he started accelerating and hitting those big shots and taking the risks which was required. Before that, they were playing very mature cricket. Again, I think it was one of the best chases that I've seen live. And of course, bowling was great. I mean, we know the bowling was great. Sure, the wicket was not the typical Eden Gardens wicket that we know. It was not a belter for sure, because the heat could have played a factor or something. But I mean, obviously, it was not a belter of a track. But nevertheless, bowling performance was amazing. Varun Chakravarti finding form, Sunil Narayan looking in good rhythm, Karthik Tyagi picking up those crucial wickets at the end. Overall, if you look at the larger picture, it was an all-round show. Yes, the top order still needs to prove a point, but overall, I think this will give them a lot of confidence going forward.
Yeah, definitely, and it as I said, it started with the wicket of Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, as we know, has been in terrific form, and again he started really well. He was inching towards his 50, and then came Varun Chakravarti, and Varun Chakravarti looked like the Varun Chakravarti we know, the number one T20 spinner of India, the first choice spinner of India in this format. Definitely one of the best spells, and the the wickets that he took, not just for Vaibhav Suryavanshi, it was Dhruv Jurel, then Riyan Parag. That was a defining spell, and then he got support from Sunil Narayan, and that has been the key. If you'll check KKR's mantra to success, whether it's 2024, even before that, when Varun was there, that was Sunil Narayan. So it was always about the mystery spin of KKR doing the trick for them, and today was one such day where their spinners came good, and it is a long time coming. It's been long time coming because every time we were speaking about where how KKR can win with this bowling lineup, it has to be the responsibility must be taken by the two spinners, the two experienced spinners in Varun Chakravarti and Sunil Narayan. They did that today, and see, you got the result. Even though it's still very inexperienced bowling attack, but still you got the result, and got the result against a very good team. If you look at RR before, obviously they were also coming from a loss, but before that they had won 4 games on the mound. So yeah, incredible game. But Varun Chakravarti, more, what do you think? What different thing he did? Is it about speed? What were the things that you observed? What exactly he did different to be this effective? Last game also he was effective, but this particular game he didn't give any runs to the opposition. And I think again Moore's internet is the problem. I think she'll come back. But what I observed from Varun Chakravarti's spell, I think the way he was wearing his lens, he was using the angles, he was using the crease really well. That was standout, and that's what reminds me of Varun Chakravarti of old, of 2024. He was very smart, like Ravi Chandran Ashwin during one of the TNPL streets. He called him a street smart customer. So I think street smarts customer is something that tag suits Varun Chakravarti. But Sunil Narayan, the legend, the Sunil Narayan, the contributor. I mean, for KKR, Sunil Narayan has to be the greatest ever player of KKR in their history. We can talk about Gautam Gambhir, of course, Yusuf Pathan. There are so many legends, but I think because every time we think that this could be the last of Sunil Narayan, I think then he proves everybody wrong with his performance. And today again, similar things happened. Sunil Narayan getting 2 wickets, again 26 runs in just his 4 overs, and important wickets. If we look at Sunil Narayan's wicket as well, Yashasvi Jaiswal. We all know Yashasvi Jaiswal how dangerous he is against, especially against spin. And when batters get set, it is tough to get them out, especially a quality player like Yashasvi Jaiswal. Varun Chakravarti getting Vaibhav Suryavanshi out, and then Yashasvi Jaiswal getting out. Then it came down to Dhruv Jurel. Dhruv Jurel again, the according to me, the third best batter of for Rajasthan Royals in this season, after Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Yashasvi Jaiswal. He got out. Riyan Parag had to take the responsibility, but again failed to deliver. And this will raise questions again. Riyan Parag's form hasn't been the best. He's the captain. Till now the top order has been performing, and that is why the team has been winning, and also the contributions of the bowling as well. But we'll come to the bowling part later on. But more, what changes have you observed in Varun Chakravarti's bowling from the last game to this game? Because not just he picked wickets, but he was economical as well.
For starters, what I really noticed in him is that his confidence has gone up, which is very evident. Probably because of the last game, he picked up wickets. We were all discussing for a long time that maybe All he needs is one good game, and that's what we saw tonight. His confidence has gone up. His body language was very different tonight, and his line and lengths were proper. He knew what he was doing. He did not look confused even for a second. He knew what the plans were and he knew how to execute them. And yeah, even and especially after he picked up one wicket, there was a proper celebration that he did. And if you look at him from in front of him, you will understand that he has confidence in himself. That's the basic difference that I saw tonight compared to the previous game where I saw he was giving runs and not being able to pick up wickets. He looked visibly disappointed and frustrated, but this time we saw from the moment he walked into ball, there was some confidence that that was there. And yeah, I mean, the batters were not able to figure him out at all. So everybody around us, they were just simply talking about Varun Chakravarti and how his mystery is back and how nobody is being able to figure out his bowling. So that's a very big plus for KKR.
More since you were at the ground, Devashija also joins us from the Eden Gardens. So I think he must be also very pleased to get his prediction wrong because finally KKR has got 2 points. First win. Obviously they were having 1 point, but more since you were at the ground, did you notice something in specific? Like in between overs, were there having lot of conversations between Sunil Narain and Varun Chakravarti? Did you find something? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, you're audible.
Okay. So I think she is unable to hear my question. Devashish, what did you saw anything like Varun Chakravarti was a standout bowler for KKR in today's game? Last match, he was seen having conversations with Sunil Narain, of course, the senior pro that we were talking about. They were having conversations in between. Did you find the same thing in this match as well? They were having conversation in between the overs.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, he was there for the post-match presentation. And he was talking about the way he differed in his speed. Means obviously he was bowling a lot more slowly, and that made the difference. He was not bowling quickly, which he was in the previous matches. And I think that was the difference between a Varun Chakravarti in the first four matches and the last couple of matches. He has reduced the speed, and it has worked wonders for him. And you can actually see both Sunil Narin and Varun Chakravarti how dangerous Kolkata Knight Riders suddenly is looking like. Means obviously it is just one match. Means obviously let's not jump the gun. But obviously this KKR bowling is revolves around Varun Chakravarti and Sunil Narin. And tonight was a perfect example. Both of them shared 5 wickets, and actually they strangled the Rajasthan Royals batting. Means obviously the start, Yashasvi Jaiswal and Riyan Parag they were just cruising. They were just cruising. They were almost 72, and then all of a sudden, both Varun and Sunil they pegged back the Rajasthan batting, and from there on, KKR never looked like letting off Rajasthan Royals to a post around 200, which is a par score here. 200 is a par score here at the Eden Gardens, so I think. And but then again, and Jofra Archer made what a start from Jofra Archer and Andre Barger. Means one point it was looked like the match was gone for KKR, and obviously KKR should thank Andre Barger for that drop chance of Rinku when he was on 8 runs. And KKR were on some 78 or so, and still needed a lot of runs. But Rinku once again coming good. Finally, we feel a lot happy, Vaibhav, because he has gone through a lot of difficulties in the last 1 and 1.5 months. He lost his father. He was not in the he was not picked in the Indian team, though he was part of the T20 World Cup squad. He was not getting the form, and then all of a sudden, and obviously in one of the last previous matches, he had a perfect opportunity to close the match, which he failed. But today was his day. Maybe he needed a bit of luck, and that luck came from Nandre Barger. Is obviously the TV cameras were focusing on Ravindra Jadeja because he was very pissed off. Because you cannot afford to let off Rinku Singh, and actually he made Rajasthan Royals bowlers pay. Means obviously 53 not out, and obviously, and there was never a doubt when Rinku was in the middle, because we know he was the one who hit five sixes against Riaz Dahal and won KKR the match against Gujarat Titans few seasons back. So it brought back memories of Rinku Singh, the finisher, but I still feel Rinku Singh needs to bat at number five. It's no way can you send Rinku Singh so lower down the order. Maybe why should Ramandeep Singh preferred ahead of Rinku Singh? It just baffles me. The KKR team management, maybe this was the perfect occasion. The KKR team management will realize that Rinku Singh, you need to send him at number five.
Yeah, I think Roman Powell, as I have been saying as well, that Roman Powell for West Indies, even for in CPL for the teams that he plays, he prefers that middle order, lower middle order kind of role, which Team David plays for RCB, which a Romario Shepherd plays for RCB. So proper finisher kind of role, brute strength, and Rovman Powell is a great player of fast bowling, so you can actually use him well at number six. He's not that good a player against spin, but he's a very good player of pace bowling, so you can actually use him at six. So I also agree that Rinku should be logged in at number five. I don't know why they are. For the second time, this has happened that Rovman Powell was being sent ahead of Rinku Singh, but we'll have to see. But today is a result day. That result came their way, so KKR will celebrate. But we'll talk about a few more things like Karthik Tyagi. Mohar, we have been seeing the progress of that bowler right from the start. Today was his best day. I think every time he's coming in, he's steaming in at a good pace, clocking in good speed, and using variations really well. But today was a perfect day for him, where he used the variations as well. We saw the speeds, and he was economical and got 3 wickets as well. So how impressed were you from Karthik Tyagi?
Yeah, very impressed. I think from the beginning of this campaign itself, he has been showing sparks of brilliance. But of course, I did not expect 3 wickets from him at the end. That was like way out of my expectations. But then again, he bowled exceedingly well today. He utilized the conditions really well. He bowled proper, like you mentioned, the variations were absolutely spot on. And once again, it's also lovely to see that they've been backing him a lot. He's an experienced bowler. He inexperienced bowler. He's just coming into the picture. And the way KKR management, everybody, they've been trusting him with the ball. Especially he bowled at the last over, right?
Who?
Last over, right? Karthik Tyagi.
I think
Hello.
Mohar's internet is again a bit choppy. Please stop.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are now. Yes,
Yeah.
continue.
I was just asking because it slipped out of my head. He bowled in the last over, right? Yeah. So anyway, the way they trusted him with the bowling, it was wonderful. And yeah, of course, he lived up to the expectations, and he delivered. He delivered when it was required the most. But yes, spinners got a lot of assistance early on. Obviously, because of which Narayan and Varun Chakravarti picked up wickets. But then again, for a death bowler, taking those crucial wickets, it was very important, and I think he did his job beautifully.
I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you.
Am I audible, Devashish?
Yeah,
Devashish,
you are audible now. You are mute.
yeah. So
Now I can hear you. Tell me,
am I audible now?
yes, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So my question was, Devashish, that did RR missed their most experienced bowler in Sandeep Sharma. You were defending a low total, and Sandeep Sharma was not there. They played a gamble with the young spinner, but I think they missed Sandeep Sharma badly in this game.
No, I think clearly Riyan Parag messed it around, because when you have Rinku Singh in the middle, means obviously the opponent team still very much has a chance. So I think he bowled out both Nandre Barger and Jofra Archer. I think he had a bit of overconfidence in Brijesh Sharma, and I think he had to repay. But clearly, I totally agree with you, Vaibhav, because Sandeep Sharma, he relishes this kind of opportunities. Means bowling at the death, means KKR still needed some 13 odd runs. So I think, but I think it is tailor made for Rinku Singh. He relishes this kind of situation. Means to build a, and today was a perfect case where Rinku Singh and those first two. But I would like to go ahead and say about Anukul Roy, that 6 over extra cover of Jofra Archer. I think that set the tone. That set the belief in both of them. चलो ये मैच हम लोग निकल के ले गए. So I think because the till that point it was just they were just building one on two, taking singles, taking it deep into the innings, which was absolutely fair strategy. But that six of Jofra Archer from Anukul Roy, in fact, it was Anukul Roy who took the onus before Rinku Singh actually opened his arms. And obviously brilliant stuff. This is what you associate with KKR. Means obviously they do. In previous seasons, means they used to have an Andrew Russell, but this time round they do not have an Andrew Russell. Bit of a so I think Ramandeep Singh means obviously Shane Watson did mention in one of pre tournament pre IPL, if you remember, Vaibhav, he did mention that he reckons that Ramandeep Singh can be the Andrew Russell, which I think he has. But no way, because he has got enough opportunities. Ramandeep Singh, he was retained by Knight Riders, but he has done nothing so as to justify him being retained.
More, how many opportunities? Like it is a now obviously you have one, so maybe you may not think about the changes in the next game. But how many opportunities more will a Ramandeep Singh will get? Because if you look at the performance, I cannot single out at least even one performance that Ramandeep Singh has, and it came in a winning cause single-handedly, like Mukul Chaudhary did for LSG. I
Yeah.
cannot remember that sort of performance coming from Ramandeep Singh's bat. He's obviously playing the role of an all-rounder. Last game he
Hmm.
picked up a wicket in the last over. Today he was very expensive in his 2 overs that he bowled. He's an excellent fielder, but just for the sake of fielding, you cannot find a spot in the
Yeah.
playing 11. And he's a retained player. So how many more opportunities do you see for Ramandeep Singh, knowing you have a Tejasvi Daya and other batters in there
Exactly.
in your
Exactly.
squad?
Yeah, if you look at this season, not just this season, if you also look at the previous season, I don't think Ramandeep Singh has ever been a match winner. As of now, he has not been. With all due respect to him, he's not been able to contribute. He's not even had these little bursts of brilliance like Rinku Singh has had as well in the lower order. So even in the previous. I think post-match live it was some other game. I was talking about Tejasvi Dahiya. He is a good hitter of the ball. He can finish games. He has done well in the Delhi Premier League, as far as I know. So I think it's okay to risk it a little bit and try out an inexperienced, a new person. Because if you're, I get it, the experience that he brings to the table. Perhaps he's with the franchise for a long time. He's an excellent fielder as well. But then again, you also have to look at his role as a batter. That has not lived up to the expectations of the people. So I think it will be wise to try out someone like a Tejasvi Dahiya. But again, I don't know if they will. I don't see a change happening. I don't know what the management is going to think after this. But if you ask me, I think these changes, this one change should happen because if you look at the other teams, Sunrisers Hyderabad, for example, they have shown trust in their inexperienced members like bowlers, and they have shown a lot of promise. You look at Praful Inge, you look at Sakib Hussain, all of these people have stepped up for the team when needed. Obviously, you have to give these players the opportunity to see if they are able to make you win games. So, I mean, I think, in my opinion, with all due respect to him, Ramandeep Singh has gotten enough chances and he has really not been able to prove himself. Maybe it's time for someone new to get a chance and see what he can do. Uh, is my internet bad or is Vaibhav Bhaiya's thing so good? Devashida, can you hear me? Devashida, can you hear me? Am I audible, Devashida? Am I
Let's
audible?
wrap up the live. I think Vaibhav has lost his connection.
I think he's. Oh no, he's back.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
I was about to take some questions, but okay.
He's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we can have some questions, if fans are asking some questions, we can project them.
Can't hear you.
Prakash, we can. Congrats KKR on winning, but a team who rarely change losing
I'll just
combination.
go
Will they change
join
winning
back.
combination to get Pathirana in? Or we have to keep watching Lord Aurora scoring 15 4 hours? Yes, Weber Aurora's form has been a concern. He has not been able to pick wickets in the power play, and power play bowling has been a concern for KKR. But I think KKR will back Weber Aurora because they don't have many options in the Indian pace department. And you can talk about Saurabh Dubey and all, but obviously you will not think about bringing an Umran Malik who's not an out and out power play bowler. So I think they should back Vaibhav Arora. Last year he was their best bowler even in the presence of Harshit Rana. So I think they should back. But more the next question is, next game should KKR play Tejasvi for Saifat that opens an overseas slot for Pathirana? Yeah, this is a very good question. More, would you like to take this Tejasvi opening with Ajinkya Rahane in place of Team Seifert so that you can get in a Mathisha Pathir?
Uh, No, for opening, I think, see, they still don't have their opening figured out, I would say. Sure, Finn Allen was not able to fire as much, but we know on a day he gets going, he can score those big runs. I don't think Finn Allen was given enough opportunities to prove himself. So maybe he could come back in, and Ajinkya Rahane will definitely be opening. So I don't see Tejasvi opening for sure. It could either be Tim Seifert or Finn Allen. I don't think they will be promoting Sunil Narayan up the order again. He will be playing the where he's playing at the moment. It will either be Tim Seifert or Finn Allen, depending upon the form and if whatever they decide. And Tejasvi, I was talking about him. He could come in place of Ramandeep Singh if I were to pick the team. But I don't know if they are going to do that. And as far as Pathirana is concerned, sure, he came back yesterday, but then uh, I don't think we have been informed yet when he will be joining. There's still uncertainty. Like we don't know if he's going to be playing in the next match. So accordingly, KKR management will have to take a decision. Let's see what happens, but I don't see Tejasvi opening.
I think whenever Pathirana will get fit, whenever he'll be available, I think he will be drafted into the playing 11. At whose place? That is a big question. That will you drop a Robman Powell, or
Exactly.
because then you will have to, then you have a toss up between a Robman Powell or Tim Seifert. Either of them have to be dropped. But I think Mathisha Pathirana, whenever he's available, he will be drafted into the playing 11. But more since KKR has got their first win, do you think that now they can get on a roll and get series of wins? They have done this in 2021, if you remember. The first half of their campaign was horrendous, and then Owen Morgan led the comeback of that team, and then they went on to go to and play the final. Although they lost to CSK, but MS Dhoni, I remember that season, at the end of the season, said that if one team deserved to win this tournament, it was KKR for the incredible comeback that they made. So,
This was in
do you think this
2021,
team?
right?
Yeah,
2021
yeah, 20. Yes,
lockdown.
yes.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you think?
Half tournament. Yes, yes. So
Yes. Do you
I
think this
think
team can get on a
this
roll and?
will this win will definitely give them much more confidence because obviously if you look at their if you if you looked at their body language before this win, they were completely crumpled, but tonight I think after the win they will sit back, have some discussions, and they will uh, introspect and figure out what still there are some lapses still. I mean, your bowling has been improving, your lower order finding form, it's a good indication, but once again you have to figure out your top order. You have to figure out who plays where, who opens, who is coming in number three, four. That has to be cleared out. Rinku Singh has to play at a number 5. That is my take. And yeah, I think yeah, this will give them confidence. But once again, they have to figure. They still have a lot to figure out because in order to, I mean, sure, a lot of teams have made these amazing comebacks before. A lot of teams have done this. KKR itself has done it, but in order to, at least I am not thinking about the trophy, but in order to reach the playoffs, they still have a lot of figuring out to do. Hopefully, they figure those things out and they are able to come back stronger. But then again,
I
it's
think the
T20. You
first thing
never
that
know.
they can do,
They might just find a solution out of nowhere.
they I think the first thing that they can do is, have some discipline in their bowling. Lines can be better from the fast bowlers, because today 13 extras were conceded, given the because it was a low scoring affair. 13 extras are way too much, and in a format like T20 it can be decisive. Also, the top order, as you mentioned, the top order has to take responsibility now, because top order has been the big worry, like the power play bowling. So let's see how KKR will overcome their challenges, but finally they have got off the mark. And so, delight for KKR fans. I'm sure everybody will have Mishti back in Kolkata, and whoever supports KKR around the world. So yeah, this is from us for now. Go and enjoy the next game, which is being played in Mullanpur. Punjab Kings versus LSG. Already Punjab has got a terrific start. Priyansh Arya is smoking the ball to all parks of the ground. So yeah, we'll meet after the match. So yeah, thank you for this one, and thanks more for joining. Thanks Devashish Da as well, and we'll be back after this match.